Inhale, left arm all the way up and reach towards right knee. Side body stretch. Exhale, left knee, left hand finds the right knee. Right arm threads to the back. Twist towards the right. Okay, over that right shoulder. Inhale, right arm will reach towards that left knee. Exhale, left will unthread, we twist and look over the left shoulder again. We inhale back to center. And exhale, we hinge the hips and fold forward. We lead with the heart, continuing to make the spine long. Really opening up through lower body. extend the right leg. Inhale and windmill the arms up into the back of the mat. Left hand meets the floor, right hand reaches. Belly into that spine, nice little side plank on our knee. Gaze is to the side or up to the sky. And exhale, we lift up, windmill, and bring the hands to straighten that front leg, which is still extended. Left leg squares off, bring everything back in line. Half monkey, Ardha Hanumanasana. Remember to move the hips back to the center if they shift. And keep reaching with that chin, making that spine long. We bend into the front knee, inhale and sweep up back to low lag. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Inhale, step to your plank on those knees. Exhale and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale, child's pose. Taking another moment, checking in with our bodies, noticing differences, and now similarities in the left and right side. And then we gently roll back up to our tabletop. We have that same flow one more time on each side, but this time we're going to bring breath to movement. So inhale and extend the left leg to the back of the room. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, foot to the mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands together into your left side circles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and last round. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, stillness. Exhale, left elbow to the knee. Extended side ankle, knee. Inhale, extend the left leg, windmill up and over to your side plank, back to the mat. And exhale, lift up, windmill back to the front of the mat. Frame that leg, make everything long. Then into the left knee, inhale, sweep up, low lunge. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Take care of the spine. Compensate for that back bend there in the cobra. Then gently come back to tabletop. Inhale, right leg out. Exhale, knee to chest. Mat. Inhale, and sweep up. Exhale, hands together, right side circle. We inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and one more. We inhale. Exhale, inhale, stillness. Exhale, right elbow to the knee. Inhale, extend that leg, windmill to the back of the mat. Exhale, windmill back to the front. Half monkey. Bend the knee, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Sink into your space. Just relax. And take a moment here for yourself. side angle on the other side, reaching to the front of the room. We keep that warrior shape in the legs. We keep that bend in the right knee. And we inhale, sweeping up and back for our reverse warrior. Right arm up, left arm down, heavy in the right heel. Exhale, extend the right leg and sweep forward, windmilling the arms down. Right hand reaches the foot, floor, ankle, shin, knee, thigh. Once again, anywhere. Left arm reaches, gaze is to the side of the room or up to the sky. Now we keep that triangular shape in the legs and inhale, sweep up, peaceful triangle. Once again, right arm reaches. And exhale, cartwheel the arms back to the front of the mat, bending that right knee, runner's lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. And now we have that flow one more time each side, real quick. Just bring your breath to movement. So inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, body plank in the chest, foot to the mat, right foot down. Inhale, sweep up. Warrior one. Exhale, left side circles. We inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stillness. Exhale, left side, extended right side angle. Keep the shape in the legs. Inhale, sweep up, reverse that warrior. Exhale, extend the left leg, bring that left hand down. Triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel back to that runner's lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, body plank in the chest. Left foot down. Inhale, up. Exhale, right side circles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last round, we inhale. Exhale, then inhale, stillness. Exhale, bring that right elbow down. Keep the shape in the legs. Inhale back, reverse it. Exhale, extend the leg. Come on, forward and down, triangle. Inhale, reverse triangle. And exhale, cartwheel to that runner's lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Sink the hips back. And just melt into your space. Arms extend long, resting on your shoulders. And we inhale all the way up and forward to a nice big cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Elbows up, nice and high. Shoulders away from the ears. We inhale, left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, body to plank, knee in the chest, foot to the mat between the hands. Now we're going to shift the body weight forward into that left heel. Inhale, and lift that right leg, standing needle, just like your split, but balance on one foot, fighting gravity. Point the toes, keep the leg extended long and strong. And then exhale, bring that right foot behind the left, bring a little cross to those legs. We hang here in our little awkward, uneven Uttanasana. towards the back of the mat, and we twist, looking over the right shoulder. We inhale back to center, and exhale, we hand the hips holding forward through left and right hip flexor into the center of our little seated tree. We gently start to roll up, and we're going to switch the legs. Extend the left leg out, and bring the right leg in. Seated tree on the other side. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale and sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Turning over the knee. Once again, opening up through the heart and back. Inhale, right arm reaches for that left foot. Stretching into that side body, that right lat, that right oblique. Exhale, thread the left arm towards the back of the mat, twisting over the extended leg and looking over the left shoulder. We inhale back to center. We exhale, push the hips, and we fold forward. Keep the sit bones from lifting, so don't fold too far. The back of the body wants to lift up. We gently roll back up, and we're going to bring the legs out to a straddle. Legs are wide. We sit up nice and tall. Inhale and sweep the arms up. Exhale, we dip over to the right, stretching through that left side once again. Now we're going to inhale, floating left